Welcome back. Well, it was a cool one out there today. We started out in the mid-30s, lower 30s, northern portions of Acadiana, and then finished out near 63. We'll see similar numbers tonight, maybe a couple of degrees milder for the overnight lows and for the daytime highs tomorrow. So let's get to it. And at least the rainfall has been good this month. It's been horrible since May, but we made up for it as we started out the month, finished off November and way ahead of normal, but behind the yearly totals by a good 15 inches. But we got more rain on the horizon, at least for this weekend. But how much? Well, that remains to be seen. So here's the big picture, and here's our next weather maker. If we look at the upper level pattern, it's up here in the Pacific Northwest, and it's getting pushed along by a huge storm system, mainly impacting Alaska. But this is going to move to the south and east and produce snow and maybe some good snows across portions of Colorado into northeastern New Mexico, where winter storm watch has been posted. Maybe a foot of more at elevation above 7,500 feet here. Meanwhile, for us, it's been generally fair skies. High pressure shuttling off a little bit farther to the east, so our winds will gradually turn around out of the east, and they're going to be easterly for a good part of the week. But also at the same time, we have some high clouds streaming overhead, so it's going to be milder on the coast where we have those high clouds. But as you go farther inland where it's clear, you're going to see temperatures approaching the freezing mark overnight tonight. So certainly a light frost for sure. Don't need to worry about the pipes though. In Lafayette, we'll favor the mid to upper 30s. Then for tomorrow, into the mid 60s. We'll call it seasonably cool for sure. Then as we head into tomorrow night, going into Wednesday morning, still chilly, upper 30s, lower 40s. Again, you'll see some more high clouds as we get into Wednesday. So tomorrow, mostly sunny, some high clouds. Then we get into Wednesday, more high clouds, sun mix. And then as we get closer to Thursday, it's going to be dull sunshine. And then by Friday, mostly cloudy as we're getting ready for this next weather system. In fact, we take a look at the Euro model here, and it's going to be an interesting scenario. There's going to be an upper level low here that's going to be driving weak cyclogenesis here in the Gulf of Mexico. Now, the Euro takes the bulk of the precip offshore, but gives us some rain, maybe some thunder, and then you can see low pressure down by Florida here. That's going to be moving northeastward, and that's going to become a pretty potent storm system down the line as it moves up the East Coast. The East Coast will be watching this for a potential snowstorm as well. Meanwhile, for us, by Sunday, we should be dried out. But this is the Euro model. So let's look at, this is the first blush, and this is how it works out 5 days ahead of time. You're going to have varying model solutions. The Euro calling for a couple of inches of rain, mainly out in the Gulf of Mexico, coastal parishes, perhaps an inch to an inch and a half, and then farther north, lesser amounts. But the GFS track, a little bit more boisterous with a better soaking across the board. So that sets the stage for more interesting forecast challenges as we move ahead through the next couple of days. And we'll get a better feel for how much rain we're going to see this weekend, mainly Saturday too, as we move through the rest of the week. Temperatures tonight, low to mid 30s, near freezing or slightly below. Bunkie, Alexandria, Oakdale. So frost up here, especially along and north of the Highway 190 corridor. Farther to the south, just barely above the frost zone, but take care of the tender vegetation. Make sure the pets have a warm place to stay. Upper 30s across the coastal parishes as well. Then for tomorrow, temperatures topping out mid 60s, between 63 and 65, pretty much across the board. Lafayette will get up to about 65, and we'll favor 64 for New Iberia and Abbeville. So overnight tonight, quiet night ahead. Frost possible in outlying areas. We'll go about 38 to 39 for Lafayette, but it'll be several degrees, and you can have several degrees cooler outside of the airport and downtown. So even at my house last night, I was down to 33.4, and the official overnight low was 35. So it could be cooler even within town on the south side or different parts of the town. 65 the high tomorrow. Another winter overall, mostly sunny skies. Those easterly winds begin to kick in. Not too breezy tomorrow, but that breeze will begin to subtly increase Wednesday, and we're calling it breezy through the weekend with your rain chance Saturday at 70% now, and we'll see how that plays out. Timing still up in the air on when's going to be the best rain chances, but it could be one of those all-day rains or an extended period of rainy weather. We'll just have to wait and see. Next week, looking cool and dry, at least through next Thursday. That's it for weather for now. We'll have more coming up right after the break.